What do good old-fashioned New England stone walls have to do with you? Find out on this week's episode of Liberty at Home. Hey now, and welcome to our latest edition of Liberty at Home, a program brought to you by the Liberty Baptist Church on Washington Street. I'm your host, Adam RIVEIRO, and I've been the pastor of Liberty since its inception in 2013. Today, as always, we're broadcasting from Easton, Massachusetts, where you may be tempted to chop down a beautiful spruce tree at Frothingham Park to take home and decorate for Christmas, but believe me, you don't want to do that. Today, we'll be looking at several verses in Joshua chapter 4 as we consider the legacy of our lives. So we'll begin in Joshua chapter 4, verse 1, where it says, "And it came to pass, when all the people were clean passed over Jordan, that the Lord spake unto Joshua, saying, Take you 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe a man, and command ye them, saying, Take you hence out the midst of Jordan, out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm, 12 stones, and ye shall carry them over with you, and leave them in the lodging place, where ye shall lodge this night. Then Joshua called the 12 men, whom he had prepared of the children of Israel, out of every tribe a man, and Joshua said unto them, Pass over before the ark of the Lord your God in the midst of Jordan, and take ye up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according unto the number of tribes of the children of Israel. That this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off, and these stones shall be a memorial unto the children of Israel forever." When I moved to New England almost 13 years ago, I quickly learned our area's primary crop: rocks. They're everywhere. Every time you dig, your shovel makes a dull clink as it hits yet another rock. Now, our forefathers, in a great example of Yankee ingenuity, used these rocks to their advantage. Like in the old country, they stacked these rocks into sturdy stone walls to mark the boundaries of their land. If you walk around Easton long enough, you'll find plenty of these walls still standing. They stand firm as testimonies of the perseverance of generations passed on. Now, in Joshua chapter 4, God instructed the Israelites to do something very similar to the rock stacking of our forefathers. After 40 years of wandering in the wilderness, Israel had one final obstacle before entering the Promised Land: the mighty Jordan River. Now, God miraculously stopped the flow of the swelling river so all Israel could cross on dry ground. Before God restored the flow of water, Joshua commanded that a representative of each tribe, 12 in all, each take a large stone from the river and pile them into a makeshift memorial on the riverbank. For what purpose? Well, Joshua chapter 4, verses 6 and 7 explained it, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Lord. When it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off. And these stones shall be a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. You see, the stones were placed there as a legacy to future generations, so that those who did not see the miracles of God during the wandering years could hear about them from their parents, who had heard about it from their parents, and, well, so on. Just like our stone walls, the stone memorials spoke to generations that followed. Although our walls are a testimony to those who lived here before us, the memorial to Jordan River, well, that was a testimony to the goodness of God. As we consider leaving a legacy for the generations that follow us, consider this: you can leave something to your children or grandchildren far more valuable than a monetary inheritance. Money can be such a fleeting thing, and it doesn't guarantee happiness. The psalmist tells us the best thing we can pass on when he says in Psalm chapter 16, verse 6, Yea, I have a goodly heritage. Instead of working so hard to leave a legacy of things like money, property, or possessions, let's take some time to build a foundation that will last. Let's take our families to God's house. Let's read the Bible together. Let's pray together. Let's build a memorial that will stand for generations to come. Well, thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Liberty at Home. I truly hope you'll visit us sometime soon at Liberty Baptist Church. You know what I'm going to say. We meet every Sunday and Wednesday at 800 Washington Street on Route 138. You can find us on YouTube, Facebook, your favorite podcast app, or at mylibertybaptist.org. Well, my time's up, so don't forget, where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. Catch you next week on ECAT for another edition of Liberty at Home.